Hey guys, the NAS Blast here, and today I've got a lot to say about our old pal Wizard101. Now, recently Wizard101 had a major update. Some good things and some not so good things were added. But I don't want to be such a negative Nancy about all this. Let's go over some of the things that I enjoy, some of the things I liked about this update. First of all, they finally updated Krokotopia. You know, this place that's been looking like shit for 15 years? Yeah, finally got a visual upgrade on the same level that Wizard City did back in 2018. Now, it took a while. It took about 6 years to get there, but I mean, we finally did it. We finally got here, and it does look good. I'll give them that. Now, the one issue I do have about that, though, is that unlike Wizard City, who has a retro option for the people that do want to play retro, it's just a visual downgrade, but you can do it for Wizard City. That does not apply for Krokotopia for some reason. Now, I'm not one of those people that would be using it, because I don't really like the way that Krokotopia used to look. I also made a revamp myself for Krokotopia on Minecraft a little while ago. But yeah, the new upgrade does look good. It would just be nice to have the option to play the retro version like Wizard City. And they also added a whole new world/dungeon to Krokotopia, Selenopolis, which is like in-game type stuff. I haven't played it, so I can't really say much about it. But it looks cool. And they also added a whole new mechanic in the game called magic weaving, where you fuse like two magic types together, like fire and ice and storm and myth, and you can do like a lot of options apparently. I can't say too much about it though, because I've yet to really play this new mechanic. I haven't really been playing that much lately. No membership, no nothing. But I have been keeping up with the updates just to see like what they're doing. If anything entices me to come back right now. All that stuff looked pretty good. But then we get to some of the not so good stuff they added in the update. Mainly the bazaar. Now, they changed it pretty good. But I mean, there's still a couple things that I enjoy about it. When you hop in the bazaar, which for those of you that may not know, is the main central trading hub of the game. You know, where players can go and sell all their stuff and other players can come and buy it. It's been a decent system that's been working okay for the past like 16-ish years. But they changed it. Some of the things I like about the change is the fact that when you start it up, when you get in the bazaar, you can just straight up right off the bat choose what you want to do before having to load anything up. So that's a pretty good change. You can also buy and sell jewels now, which is pretty nifty for stuff like the health jewels and critical jewels. Like most things, you can't buy or sell any good jewels like the pet ones or piercing. It's pretty much just like the low-level jewels, which better than nothing, I guess. And that pretty much does about the good stuff about the bazaar. Now, the thing that kind of made me want to make this video is the shit part. Now, the thing about Wizard101 is that it's very limited when it comes to player trading. The only thing you can outright trade players, like straight up, is treasure cards. Otherwise, the only other way to trade stuff to people was through the bazaar. And it was kind of a hassle to do it because, you know, other people could just buy stuff up before you got the chance to. But there used to be a black market for Wizard101 where people would trade empowers and someone would put something in the bazaar that someone else would want and then they could buy it from there. You just have to be quick about it. You have to coordinate with the other party. Like, hey, I'm going to sell this right now. Be ready to scoop it up quick or else someone else is going to buy it. And that was pretty much the way it went. There was a 50% chance that the trading in that regard would work. And it wasn't even for everything, you know, only certain gear, a lot of stuff you can't be put in the bazaar, but it was still nifty for certain things. But now, KingsIsle, the developers behind Wizard101, decided, you know what, it is an exploit to trade at all in the bazaar, and they wanted to pretty much completely get rid of it, which is just utter horseshit, dude. How can you say a thing that's been in the game for this long is an exploit and now you're going to change it? Like now, if you try to sell something in the bazaar, it doesn't immediately go in the bazaar. Now there's like a waiting period. It's like, I don't know exactly how long, but it's hours, if not like a day. And that pretty much discourages anyone from doing any kind of trades like that. And it was never for anything that would even cost KingsIsle crowns or money. It was just like basic shit that people could trade, mainly regions. That was the main thing. And now because of this, I mean, the Regent tab in the bazaar wasn't that great to begin with. But now it's just a wasteland, dude. There's nothing here. You can't buy any good Regents now. Because there's a thing called bots that people make. And a lot of the times they'll have bots that set up that instantly buy shit like Regents. And the developers are aware of this. But instead of fixing the problem by somehow discouraging the bots themselves, no, they just decided to make it better for the bots. This is an actual easier thing for the bots, because bots can wait around all day, dude. Players can't. This process just discourages players from trading. It helps bots buy up everything that they need. So because of this, the regents are just not there. And that was pretty much the only valuable thing you could buy from the bazaar. Everything else was just like stitching stuff or maybe housing items. Nothing too great. The regents was like the only thing that had value to it. And now that's just gone. That's off the table. Why would they change this now? It's so shit, dude. Like, why would you go against your main player base, dude? It's like they're not in touch. They have live streams. That's how I got some of this information, was I looked at recaps of the live streams. And even though they do that, they're still like not in touch with their player base. They still claim that this game is for children, you know, so that's why they do a lot of the things they do. But they haven't aired an ad for this in years, man. And the main player base is people like my age, young adults to adults. I'd say probably like between the ages of 18 to like 30. People that can afford to play this game. Because even back then, dude, it was hard enough for children to play this game because of the paywall. And speaking of which, so right now it's December. It's Christmas. Christmas time, the holiday season. And Wizard101 does their Yuletide season thing. You know what they're doing right now. Well, what they're kind of doing right now. I'm currently recording this on December 19th. It's like a week to Christmas. And their Christmas event has already pretty much ended. It's the 12 days of the spiral or whatever. And it starts at like the beginning of December for some reason. And during that time, they have like free membership, I think. And certain codes and stuff they give away. But that has already ended. Instead of free membership now, up until like January 1st, they're doing this other thing. Where there's free areas. Now, that sounds good. Oh, free areas. Well, if they gave everyone membership, every area would be free to play. But no, they're only giving access to 3 areas that are free to play. And it's not even like permanent. If that was permanent, it'd be a little bit better. But it's only until January 1st or something like that. Till 2025, Firecat Alley, Cyclops Lane, and the Oasis are free areas. Now, those areas, in the comments, tell me if I'm wrong or if this is a bad take or not. But Firecat Alley and Cyclops Lane should be free to begin with. What? It's like 10 minutes into the game when you get to those areas. Wizard City should just be permanently free. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to us, I guess. I'd say there's at least 300 areas in this game. Maybe that's highballing it a little bit, but there's so much. There's like almost probably about 20 worlds, dude. And each world has 10 to 15 areas. So great. 3 extra areas that are free to play. Awesome. And it's actually kind of hard to believe, but the Christmas event, or I guess I should say the Yuletide event, the holiday event, is even worse than the Halloween one, dude. How is that even possible? At least the Halloween event, which, can't believe I'm saying at least, but the Halloween event gives you quests and like 2 extra dungeons to do. They're kind of ass, but at least it's 2 other dungeons. This event gives you nothing. There's no quests. There's only like 1 kind of a dungeon. It's not really a dungeon. It's a boss fight that you have to spend keys for, gold skeleton keys, which, you know, are pretty valuable. And you fight Krampus. That's the whole thing. And Krampus doesn't even drop that much good stuff. He drops some holiday spellements like Deer Knight and Krampus, and some Christmas gear like a Santa hat. But a lot of other bosses drop that anyway, like Lord Nightshade. Easier bosses to do that don't cost skeleton keys. Only thing they have, and then all the other Yuletide celebration stuff, is packs to sell in the shop, dude. Packs, bundles, mounts, pets, all that shit. You know what else is really scummy? You know what is super scummy, actually? Mounts, dude, that are supposedly on sale. Now, hold on a second. Let me go and look at this actually, like, with my own eyes real quick. Alright, I may have to retract a statement here. But, okay, they fixed it. Or maybe they changed it because they got a lot of backlash. Who the f*** knows? But I'm going to put a picture up right now of the post that was talking about this before. But this thing right here, the icy flying carpet, the only carpet that was on sale, well, yeah, it's on sale now. And now it's like, it was 5,000. But before, it was like 6,500. And then they marked it down as like 25% off. And it was 4,875 crowns, which is barely a sale when it's supposed to be 5,000. Like, that was pretty scummy, but it looks like they fixed it. Who knows why? Who knows what the intention was? But that was a problem. So at least good on them for fixing it. I will give them that. I'll give them credit that they fixed it. But all the bizarre shit is still ass, dude. The bazaar and the holiday celebration. It's kind of crazy, dude. Like, they managed to decorate even less for the holidays. Like, at least the Halloween thing had a little bit more. There was like pumpkins and ghosts flying around, and they had the cardboard cutouts. This is pretty much it. You get this Christmas tree, and you get little lollipops and candy canes around the pond. And that is it. That is the gist of the holidays right here. And man, look at this Christmas tree model. It looks so old. They've never updated this, it looks like. Let's go look at Old Town. Because even the Halloween thing at Old Town have like little flat cardboard cutouts some places. And this is not Christmas related at all. This is a whole other thing that they do. That this also has not been revamped in like God knows how long. 12 plus years. Yeah, man. No Christmas stuff. And you know, I get it. Maybe they don't want to be inclusive. Put Christmas stuff. Dude, I don't care. Put dreidels around. I don't give a shit. Put some dreidels, whatever Kwanzaa has. I don't know how you decorate for Kwanzaa. Just put holiday stuff. Some snow, cold stuff. Candy canes, more candy canes. Put more candy canes around. Something. What a holiday event. And it's almost Christmas, dude. Like a week away, and they're like 12 days of the spiral. All that stuff already ended. Happy holidays to us. But, I mean, that pretty much covers my holiday rant. The bizarre rant, I pretty much covered that too. And it's not just that. This is kind of like one of those things where this is the straw that broke the camel's back. KI has not been listening to its player base for a while. They're ruthless on stuff like bans and muting people for like almost no reason. They've been notorious for that for a long time. And one of the things is, like, one of the common things people get banned for or even scared of is when they get gifted packs. You know, how are you going to implement a system where people can gift each other things from the crown shop like packs, and people are scared to take it because the person that sends you a pack can cancel it, and if they do that and you already opened the pack, then you get banned. It makes no sense. How are you going to have something like that and make it so easy for people to get banned from it when they're just the ones opening gifted to them? It's insane. And another thing that pissed me off that also made me want to make this video is I was not aware. I was trying to get my friend into getting pet snacks, right? Because a big part of the game is feeding your pets and maximizing their potential and power because it raises your wizard's max power. That is the big difference between players with decent stats and players with great stats is the pet. So, you know, it's kind of important to get a good pet. And I was like, the easiest way to start it off when you don't have much couch potatoes, a good decent way to get pet snacks early on is doing the whole Arrow Village grind with fishing for jellyfish. And that was just a common thing for a long time. So recently I got back into it. I was trying to show him, and I was having a little problem. I was a little concerned because I wasn't fishing up these jellyfish as often as I was before. You go there and you fish them and you're like rack them up. Especially during zero fishing energy. That was like the main reason to ever be excited for zero energy fishing. That was the only reason besides fishing for mounts. And that sucks, dude, because they're so rare. If you ever try fishing for a mount, just don't, dude. It takes so much time. Unless you're super dedicated or just want a very specific mount, dude, you're gonna have a rough time. Unless you go for the Aquila Chariot. That one is a little bit easier, but everything else is hard as hell. But it was that, and then fishing jellyfish. And you know what they did? For some reason, out of nowhere, they decide that they're going to make it really hard to fish for jellyfish in that area. Now, the chance of getting it is like super, super low. Extremely rare. When they were just like pretty common there. That was the whole reason why people bought that pack. You get that house, the Arrow Village, by buying a pack, like a bundle, like an in-store bundle. And a lot of people bought it specifically because of the jellyfish area, the one spot where you can catch a shit ton of jellyfish. And I'd hate to be one of those players, because if I bought it for that reason and they go back and change the chances of the jellyfish now, I would be pissed, dude. I wasted like $40 for a house that I wanted, and they just, too bad. Now it's just pretty much a normal house with nothing too special about it. Sorry. That's insane. How could they do that? With a house that you buy years later, nerf it like that? Actually insane. With Wizard 101, it's always one step forward, 50 steps back. They add like one cool thing and then nerf a whole bunch of other shit that people like the main players like. The whole thing with PvP spells, that's a big thing going on right now. There's a lot of spells that people want to use, but it's like it's either PvP only or you can't use it in PvP. Like, why not just balance it to where every spell does something different in PvP if it's like too OP, you know, like some games do. If like storm spells do too much damage, maybe in PvP it's nerfed a little bit instead of just being what it is. Because PvE is what most people play, and it's completely different from PvP, the toxic cesspool that is. They nerfed a lot of spells. They nerfed Cthulhu a few times for death. I know they nerfed storm spells. They just keep nerfing stuff that no one asked for, man. And then there's just a shit ton of spells you can't even use in PvP right now. Like, I'd say most of them. It's harder to find a spell you can use in PvP. It makes you just not want to play sometimes, when the developers strictly do things to hurt the player base. The small player base that they have. They try to bring in more players with the whole console announcement months ago, and there's still no update on that. Like, okay, when's it coming? How are you going to make that announcement and not have, like, it's going to come out this time? The consensus right now is that the people on console are going to have to start fresh. So people that already play right now, most of them aren't going to want to play on console anyway, because why would you throw away pretty much your account to just start fresh? Years of progress, especially people that have been playing for a long time like me. I'm not going to be playing on console. If it was cross-platform, maybe, so I could run 2 more instances of Wizard 101. But other than that, dude, no, it's pointless. It's not even cross-platform. So I can already tell you that when it launches, there might be some people running around on those servers, but give it like months, and those console servers are going to be dead if they're not like running with PC players. It's going to be pretty sad, and I don't see the servers lasting too long. But I mean, here's one good thing they added in the last update. Another good thing. Marking and teleporting cost less mana. Like 1 to 10 mana, so that's good. And when you teleport to your mark, it doesn't get rid of the mark. So at least they added that. At least they added that good function. They ruined the entire Wizard 101 economy, but at least they added that. At least they added teleports cost less. Well, anyways, guys, I think that's going to about do it for this video. I'm done ranting. I just had to get all that off my chest. I've enjoyed Wizard 101 for a long time. I like to see them succeed, but at the same time, they can be very grimy. I'm probably going to slow down on the Wizard 101 content unless something decides to drag me back in. There is usually something that does, but in the meantime, I got some other videos. I've got some more nasty analyses coming out, one specifically on Spy versus Spy. I've still got some more Wizard 101 uploads, gameplay uploads on the second channel that are going to come out soon, but those will probably be the last ones for a while until they drag me back in. But yeah, guys, if you want to go check that out, that's at the Nast Cast, and I am the Nast Blast. I hope you guys have a nasty night, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.